Welcome back. Sorry for that little short break. It's time for us to rock today's sport. Like I was saying, today is another beautiful day. Every one of us woke up and believing it's going to be like business as usual, okay? But suddenly, the rain started. And before you know it, it was really a great flood. Getting here was not easy, but I'm sure many people are still stuck in the traffic because of the bad roads, the flood, and every other thing. But it's a beautiful morning, and I'm telling you it's going to be a beautiful morning, because when you start on a note like this, simply means one thing: something good is about to happen. So don't give up. Don't give up. Don't think, let me go back home. No, something good is about to happen. And I'm telling you, for as many of us who are already in our place of work, and those who are still in bed, please get up. It's morning. Except if you don't have any appointment, but if you do, I'm sure the children also get into school this morning. Anyway, it's all part of life experiences that we need to go through to get to where we are destined to be. My name is Adejoke Adabi. David, my friends, call me Olori AJ. I hope you're going to have a wonderful time with me this morning, because I'm missing my better half here, my co-host Joy. Okay, so but nevertheless, the show must continue. I want to say a big thank you to the president of Galaxy Television, Chief Steve Ojo, and the HOP, and the acting station manager. Thank you so very much for this opportunity. And my crew, thank you for the chair. I really appreciate it. So let's go on with the program. I'll be right back. Let's go for this mini feature. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. It's still Family and Values, and like I said, we're going to do this together. You can always join us on our social media platforms, and also the number on your screen will be a good way to reach out. And all you just need to do is just to send a text message. You don't need to call. Yes, when it's time for you to call, I will let you know. But right now, all I want to see and all I want to hear from you is your message by SMS. So, we're discussing something very, very important this morning, and it's something that many are actually struggling with, because they found themselves on that path, and suddenly the husband has always been there, the wife has always been there, encouraging them that you can speak my language very well, you can learn, I can teach you, I can support you. Is it about my culture? Is it about my background? Of course, we can always manage the tradition. We speak the language little by little to the children, and suddenly the husband just left, or the wife suddenly just said, it's over, I don't think we can manage this any longer, just like that. Or they lost their husband or the wife, okay? We're looking at cultural differences and its effects on single parenting, cultural differences and its effects on single parenting. Okay, now, many of the opinion that, of course, I can manage, after my husband passed on, I'll be able to manage. But after the husband passed on, the treatment they got after the demise of the husband or the wife became something they found difficult. It's another challenge on its own for them. And so we'll be talking this morning, because our guest is on standby with none other than Kunle Kayode Akinwale. He is a relationship analyst. This one, he can analyze you. They will put you on one. They will put you on one page like this and tell you everything in life does not go straight. Sometimes you need to see the other side. Kunle, how are you, KK? Are you there?
Good morning, Dr.
Hello, KK.
Family and Values. Very good.
Okay, can you hear me, KK?
Yes, I can.
Okay. It's so good to have you on my show this morning.
Thank you.
It's so good to have you on the show. Okay, so we want to welcome you to Family and Values. And to you, what is culture? To you, what is culture?
Well, culture is a way of life. It's just how people over the years have made a life out of how they act, how they work, how they eat, how they make relationships, and all of that. So it's simply the simplest way to explain it is a way of life.
I want to find out from you, KK, how easy is it for single parents to manage the cultural differences, especially when they are doing it alone after a separation, either by permanent separation or temporary separation from their partners? How well do you think, this can be managed by such single parents?
Well, separation on its own has a lot of challenges attached to it because it has a social side, it has a mental side, it has this physical side, it has this emotional side, and all of that. And when you put that all together on a person, it usually has an adverse effect. And at times it takes so long for them to be able to get out of that. When you now tie such a thing to single parenthood culture, it then becomes far more challenging. So allowing someone that is out of a relationship now trying to manage culture in terms of way of life and all of that is always really, really, really challenging. But for me, I always understand that whatever situation man finds him or herself, they must find a way around it. And when life is created, we are, as a being, we are meant to face challenges. And once we can face challenges, we can also succumb those challenges. So anybody that's found in that will always have what it takes to get out of it once that person is ready to get out of it and manage that as it has to do with culture and tradition. So I would always expect that anybody, be it male or female, that is out, that is a single parent, needs to face the situation at hand and understand that whatever culture, either from that of the wife is more prevalent or that of the former husband is more prevalent. What matters is the culture that you're going to give to the children would aid them to become better people in life. So that's from that kind of view that I see.
Now, I want to find out, with your knowledge and your wealth of knowledge and matured years of life, what are the challenges you've come across when it comes to cultural differences and how the negative effect it has on the children that comes from this kind of single parenting or this kind of relationship?
Cultural differences has quite a number of challenges. One of the barriers is also the language in itself, where because as a country, our major language is English, but we also have cultural languages where you come from. But you find out that as time has gone, either the husband, the former husband, or the wife wants the kid to understand his or her language. And if the two of them are loggerheads in trying to ensure my kid either speaks Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo, there will be challenges for the kid. There will be challenges for the kid to be able to face where the kids face based on the pressures being put on them by the parents. Because it would have just been easier if they don't probably understand both languages and they can speak English. But in a situation where we make it about ethnicity, then it would be confusing for the kids. And when it gets confusing, it would always affect the education and how they assimilate things and all of that. So they probably would need to get far older to be able to manage those things. So their early cognitive years, it is very important that we ensure that whichever one we speak with, stick with it, or we just, generally just run with we generally run with English, which is generally acceptable in our own country. So for me, language is very, very, very important. in this topic we are presently discussing.
KK, we'll need to go for this short break, so don't go anywhere. Just stay tuned. Our guest will be right back, and I will be right back. We just need to go for this word on Maple. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. It's still Family and Values, and we still have our guest on standby. KK, are you still there? Kule Kayode is a relationship analyst and an entrepreneur. So, KK. Hello, KK, are you still there?
I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, KK.
Yes.
Okay, welcome back. So, sorry we had to go for that short break. Now, I want to find out. We talked about the language barrier and how it can affect the children. But what about the situations these single parents go through, especially those who go through series of cultural treatments, as in many call it abuse, actually. Many find it to be abusive when it comes to the differences they go through. Okay, I'm a Yoruba, I'm getting married to someone from the east or from the north, and they believe that after separation you're being stigmatized, you are being seen as somebody who could not hold forth, you know, that relationship. You must have it, the mistake must have come from you as a woman or as a man. What do you think suffer this most? Is it the man or the woman when it comes to cultural differences?
Well,
and its effects?
in our society, which is still largely patriarchal, you'll find out that mostly, probably 80 to 90% of women suffer this stigma the most. And based on what you said earlier, we'll find out that these ways of life are more rooted in abuse. Abuse to the extent that there are quite enough that our women go through in marriages and all of that. And as we said earlier, we're talking about culture. And a lot of cultures have differences when they tie husband and wife together traditionally. Probably different from the usual court to go for and all of that. You find out that some horrible practices of telling you that, oh, as you're married here, we've done certain things, and based on that, you can never have sex with anybody. You know, absolve you and you do certain rights and things that will get this thing off you. These things are done towards women. You hardly ever hear of any of these cultural practices on men. Even in burials and all of that, you hear all the sort of things you have to go through. You understand? We also understand how women also have to lose property to the family of the past husband. Or in even situations where there's a divorce or there's a separation or death, women are the one always on the receiving end in all of this. And that's why we've always urged our lawmakers and government to make laws that will help protect our women more. And thank God, things are changing generally, and we are getting better in that sense. So women are the most affected by this scourge of parenting majorly, because you find out that even women as they are, you have stigma against them for being single parents that were not caused by them or caused by societal pressure or even general differences of people not agreeing anymore. So why should women be made the brunt of this? But it's a society where we find ourselves in, and as time has gone by, things are changing in bits. So as time goes by, we hope things will get better. But the government is doing, it's still applicable, but we expect them to do more to be able to protect our women.
Okay, KK, I want to also, what would be your advice to people in the circle so that they will be able to manage whatever crisis, you know, that's coming from the in-laws or the society? what are the things you think they should imbibe, adopt, and make their life easy and simple, irrespective of what they come across? What
First
are
and
your thoughts on
foremost,
that?
anything you do in marriage and all of that should be legal, because you basically must protect yourself and protect the future of your kids in case anything happens. So either you are taking up legal advice so that they can help you tie the loose end that can make you lose out in certain things. Because you have property, you have things you bought with your husband and all of that, and you find out that maybe some of the things you even bought, you don't have both your name in it. You understand? Because in a situation where you write you probably buy a land or thereabouts, and you find out that it's owned by Mr. and Mrs. Kunle. Technically, my wife has nothing to do with that. It belongs to me. But if you have Kunle and Olori Ayode, then the woman has a part into that. So women must be. Then that is very, 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 very important for women to be able to protect themselves. Then society is a bit better today, thanks to some form of liberalism and when we do things in life today. So the kind of stigma attached to you who are in single parenting needs to change. That's why I said that the urge to make laws, you understand, to help protect our women in this kind of cultural war and challenges that we found. Then we also continue to beg those, our writers and all of that, to write more on encouraging things that would make the family unit better, such that those who are not in it would benefit towards it and want to be in it. Because if we continue to stigmatize parenting, what we are doing to the younger generation and all of that, to tell them that it's probably even better not to get married than to get into a marriage that breaks the law. And when we do that in our society, we are going to break it the more and cause more problems that we are trying to stop. So these are a few that come to mind.
Now, I want you to look at a situation whereby you have families or culture that will actually give the man more privilege. Okay, it has always been there anyway. To get married suddenly at any point in time when they please than the women. Because we have some culture that will say after a particular year or after a series, or maybe until when your children are all grown and all, at a particular point in time, that's when you can remarry. I'm talking about remarrying now. What's your view about this?
Well, as I said, we still run a patriarchal society, and it continues to give power to the men. When we continue to condition women only in our society, we don't condition men. And those kind of, in that kind of thinking. Because in this situation, if a man marriage and divorces and he can go on to marry, why can't the woman do so? But we expect the woman to wait, expect the woman to go through all the care of the kids and all of that, put her own life on hold for the children. And when the children get better, she will be able to start her life as she would have done 20 years. So these things, largely, we need to look at them and say them the way they are. If there's a divorce and there's a breakup, everybody goes their way. The quicker anybody finds love, you cannot simply just move on. But as I said, society is largely patriarchal. Even women even get afraid to go get a man that they want to marry after they just left him. Because society begins to say, you just had one, now you're jumping to the second one. If this one doesn't go right again, you jump into the first one. And we begin to count and count and count and count. As if we are buying stuff in the market. You understand? So it's the societal attachment against women that's largely responsible for what the society has become generally. But as I said earlier, good enough. Times and things are changing.
Yeah.
And freedom is getting more. Women are having more freedom. They are not being bogged down excessively by those laws. So I hope that as time goes on, our women will be freer and freer and freer.
Okay, I want to say a big thank you to Kule Kayode. He's an entrepreneur and a relationship analyst. Thank you so much, KK. It's so good to have you.
Thank you, Gala.
Unfortunately, Joy is not here. It's so good
Thank
to
you
have
very,
you.
very much.
Thank you so very much.
Okay,
Have a
from
splendid
here.
and a wonderful day. Bye. Thank you.
All right.
So
Bye-bye. Thank you.
it's bye. So it's so good to be part of today's program. I'm telling you, it's a privilege and it's an honor. Thank you for standing by. Thank you for those who are live on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all our social media platforms. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate and we love you so much. On behalf of myself and Joy, even though she's not here, but she's here in spirit, and I tell you, the weather, the rain actually added to this, but we're not going to leave any stone unturned just to be able to meet up and make your day a beautiful start. On that note, I want to say thank you once again to the president of Galaxy Television, Chief Steve Ojo, for this great privilege. Thank you to the HOP, to the AMS. Thank you, Mr. Taslim. Thank you to Mr. Diwali. And thank you to the likes of Ima and everyone. I cannot say thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also to our feet here. It's so good to have all of you. Mr. Kayode is also here, so don't let me put anything else. Thank you so much. We love you, and I appreciate everyone to have made today's program a great success. Wow. If you see me do James Bond on the road today, and I didn't want to be the traffic. So when my ride wanted to go through one way, I say, Laye, I'm a traffic officer, I work with traffic radio, you must not go that way. Turn back, we have to get to the studio. Thank God I'm here. Tomorrow is another beautiful day. And I want to believe you're going to have a splendid day today. Don't worry. Everything is almost subsiding. The traffic is coming light at the end of the day. We'll get to our office and we'll meet every appointment. That's my prayer for you. If you have any presentation or anything you have to do today, God is going to make a perfect way for you as you continue your day. My name is Remain Olori AJ. Hope to see you tomorrow. Love you all. Bye for now.